James Peter Maxwell Dornan is an actor, model, musician from Northern Ireland. That Jamie Dornan? Yeah, I do not know my technology, and I do not know my like actors and pop culture and stuff. So I apologize in advance for any of those conversations, which I'm going to be lagging behind severely. Your mummy would make a killer DP? Yeah. If I could clean up the things I don't like about it. 4, 5. So we're on our last row here. And you could sell it. And now that I have the Mummy done, I won't be able to sell the original of the Mummy until the set releases. But now that I have the Mummy done, I have 4 different originals that I need to sell. And as I'm getting closer to being able to do more like AP commissions, artist proof commissions and stuff on the cards, I am really starting to wonder what cards are selling for these days. I mean, I guess I can start taking commissions at my old price. And my old price was from several years ago. Probably 2016, 2017 is when I was still doing commissions, not steadily, because I'd had my daughter, and ever since I had my daughter, I have really backed off on commissions. But now as she's getting older, I can do more. I can work in like the big, time blocks. I can block out my time and be like, okay, do not disturb. I need to do this. So we're getting there again, but it's been hard to do the artist things. Like any kind of creative work that you're doing, you need like a block of time where you're not getting interrupted all the time, because then it absolutely brings everything to a halt. You deal with whatever the interruption is, and then you have to try to like get going again. Well, can you have a question for everyone? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. What is your favorite anime? Your favorite is One Piece. I have seen a lot of images out on One Piece. I think that came out when I was in college. A long time ago. But at the time, I was really into Naruto. Trigun might be my favorite. And I'm really curious about the new version of Trigun that they're putting out next year, I think. I think it's coming out next year. And it's going to be all CG. And, I mean, it's a vastly different style, which is kind of a bummer, because, I don't know, like, it really looks beautiful, but it doesn't look like what Trigun used to be. And they've changed the music completely, and I don't know. But I want to see it. I'm excited to see it. I loved Full Metal Alchemist. That was really good. River and the Ivy Elf Princess Beauty one. That one I think will sell well. I think I might be able to ask for like a pretty good price for the original on that one. You break the bank if you put your artist. How do you do that? There's got to be some kind of a company where you can do that, right? Like if diamond painting is getting to be a thing, maybe I should look into that. That would be interesting. Yes, I did. I showed earlier. Your elephant. Kim, welcome in, by the way. But yes, I showed your elephant earlier and reminded everyone that you are the amazing human being who did the 25 Donald Ducks, which turned out amazing as well. But that's the elephant that I showed earlier that Kim worked on, and it's so cute. I love his little toes. His little toes. He's so cute. He turned out really good. Did you have fun on him? Are you not sick of crochet after doing all those Donald Ducks? Oops, and I'm at the bottom of the base, or at the end of the base here, so I'm going to put that down for a second. I'm supposed to cut cardboard and put it inside for the base of the gnome. So this is his little butt. That's where he sits. I know I have cardboard somewhere because I like to keep some around for packing orders, but I don't know where. Let me catch up to chat briefly, and then I'm going to go look for some cardboard. Because since I was working on the mummy artwork today, I was like scrambling to get everything set up for stream, so I didn't read ahead in the pattern and get everything pulled together like I usually try to do. Hey, Detect Magic, welcome in. Your favorite is FMAB. What's that one? FM. Full Metal Alchemist Brothers? Is that what it is? I haven't seen Brothers. Is that what it is? Brotherhood. I haven't seen that one. But, so that's a good one? Isn't that like a reboot? Or like a alternate universe thing? Or what is it? I remember looking into it like a while ago and I never saw it. River, you don't watch much anime at all. The only two you've been able to sit through are Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I love. Like, Nickelodeon, amazing. Love it. My daughter's seen all of that. It was awesome. And Inuyasha. Oh, I had friends who loved Inuyasha. I did not have cable, so I could not watch it, and so I never... Oh, and Escaflowne. Escaflowne was one of my first animes, and I was obsessed with it when it came out, because it played on Saturday mornings on, I don't know, whatever local station we had. So I was obsessed with it. And then, like, if you've seen Escaflowne, you too will be like, they were showing that on Saturday mornings to children in America? They didn't show the whole thing. I think they got like 2/3 of the way through and they were like, yeah, I don't think we can show the rest of this. And then they just dropped it. So that was annoying. But I did finally get the whole like DVD box set. Zoldfenio, you didn't see Full Metal Alchemist, but you want to watch it? I did really like it. I would like to watch it again, actually. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. You pay to make them from your art, but I think it's only one time for you and then you can sell them. Oh, well, I can look into that for diamond painting. Kim, occasionally you go game, but you're not done with it yet. It's your new hobby? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay. So I'll try to look into that again, because I did like Full Metal Alchemist. Zoldfenio, you go bye, everyone. All right, bye. Have a good day. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for the follow. Hope you have a good rest of your Monday. And Foxy, you have to get going, get ready for work. Okay. You've enjoyed spending your morning. Oh, thank you. And see, yeah, we got to share a lot of really fun artwork today. There's some really cool stuff in Discord today. Hope you all have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Foxy. Have a good day at work. And I will try to catch your stream later where you are doing the crocheting and the cross stitching, the fox stitching. Yeah, the fox stitching. Ooh, nice. You go start watching FMA. Yes, please. Absolutely. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like it. I haven't seen it in a few years, but I would like to watch it again. So, yeah, Foxy, have a good rest of your day. All right, I'm going to look for some cardboard, because apparently I was supposed to get that for the base of my gnome. So I'll be right back and look for it. All right, I don't think I have any of, I don't want to use that on cardboard. These are my yarn scissors. All right, I'm gonna cut out some cardboard and then we'll get working on the rest of the body. I don't even have good cardboard right now, so I'm just using a granola bar box. There we go. And that's what I get for not planning ahead. So let's see, I'll cut this out. We have to make it a little bit smaller, of course. All right, how does that fit? A little smaller. Mia Moore, you say bye. We're glad you were here. Thank you for coming in, Mia Moore. And for sharing your little mummy dude. Your mummy dude. Can't wait to see it done. You look so cute. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you. There we go. Hey, Mirror Stepper. We're going through Discord for all the work that everyone's put in. And I backtracked all the way to your spinning. The yarn that you were spinning, and so I was wondering how that's going. Did you get to do any more of that this weekend? Also, happy Monday. Welcome in. I'm trying to size. That should be about good. All right. That's what we'll do. Now we'll make a second one, and then we're done with this. Since this is a really thin cardboard piece, in 1 week you're celebrating your 11th wedding anniversary. You have no idea what to get. I don't know. Anniversaries are hard for me too. I think for the most part we don't really get each other things. Mostly I try to guilt my husband into taking me out for dinner. But he doesn't really like going out to eat, so I don't push really hard. You know. But yeah, I think that's basically all we really do. But our anniversary is like, what, 3 days after Christmas? So, you know, we just gave each other Christmas presents, and his birthday is just before Christmas. So it's literally like his birthday, Christmas, our anniversary. So, yeah, I'm good with like going out to dinner personally, but I don't know. Mira, your next attempt with alpacas. Oh, nice. And you appear not to be allergic to alpaca. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, you don't have to immediately. I mean, if you're like chilling and relaxing for the morning with your tea, then, you know, take your time. But yeah, eventually I'd love to see the picture. I'd love to see what you worked on. We just went out to a restaurant a few days ago. Go again! Go to a different restaurant and get the different food. Food is never a bad gift. Okay, change yarn, cut the orange yarn, leave a long tail for doing the crab stitch. So then why would I cut the yarn if I'm going to do like a whole round of crab stitch? That doesn't make sense either. I know what the crab stitch is, yes. Are you having me... Man, if Nat was here, I could ask Natastrophes what's going on. All right, we got this. Cut the orange yarn. Work only in front loop in the brown. That doesn't make sense if you're going to have me do the crab stitch. Unless you're having this side be the outside of the base and this side be the inside. I don't know. I think that must be what it is. Last year you got him a show box full of yellow stuff. And the note was something like, I hope your day is as bright as you. You're sunshine, because you're cheesy. Aww. Oh, so like different things that were all yellow. Okay. A shoebox full of yellow stuff. Okay. So it's just like yellow stuff, like yellow stuffing and stuff, like, but yellow objects, and all of them were yellow because you're the sunshine. That's very sweet. I think the one time I tried to be cutesy with my husband, because I'm not cutesy with that kind of stuff, like, I drew him a Valentine's Day card with Hugh Laurie's house. So it was like house, a drawing of house next to his whiteboard. And it was, I don't know, it was like a bunch of symptoms. So it was like elevated heartbeat, sweaty palms, or like, a bunch of those kinds of things. And so like on the front, like he's like, it's not lupus. And inside it's like, it must be love. My husband was like, what is this? It didn't go over well. I thought I was really clever. We both liked watching House a lot together. So I thought I was being clever. Apparently not. I think I still have a picture of it somewhere. And he saved it. I did find it when we were in our move. I found it in like one of his like boxes where he keeps memories. So tons of different yellow treats and goodies and even a yellow Nerf dart gun. Nice. Nice. That sounds perfect. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, because it doesn't really say, and it doesn't give you a picture of what you're supposed to do here. So I'm going to just swap what they say for front loop and back loop. And that should be okay. Love House, yes. I rewatched it a few months ago. I think it was just before school was over, so like in the spring. I rewatched it. Yeah, I still like it. Well, actually, no, I didn't get to watch the last season, the final season. So yeah, I must have watched it up until the point where school was done for the year, and then gave up on having free time. But yeah, I still have to watch the final season. That's what it is. But yeah, we would watch that when we were dating, and Lost. Yeah, Lost was really cool until we got, into the later seasons where it was clear where they had no clue what they were actually where they were going with any of the story. And I was so mad. But my husband was kind of like, told you so, because at the very beginning I was like, oh, this is so cool. I can't wait to see what they do. And ever since like the very beginning, my husband was just like, they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know how they're going to wrap it up. Like, from the beginning, he was basically predicting that they were going to end it just the way they did because they didn't know what they were doing. So, actually, trying to decide what I want to do with this. If I'm doing a crab stitch on the outside, I have to make sure that this comes through on that side. All right. And a note wrapped around a rose that you wrote in high school. Oh no, that's so sweet. Aw, River, that's really sweet. I bet he loved that. I bet he loved that. And then there's me. It's like, take me out for food. Feed me. Whereas your anniversary presents are like these like nice, thoughtful, sweet. It's like, give me food. It's our anniversary. Aww. It's quite funny. Young cheesy love. Oh my goodness, yes. I don't remember if any of my like old boyfriend love note kind of things were saved. I did save them for a while. Like even when it it wasn't anything that I would ever like continue, but it was just kind of like something I saved. I would save everything, basically. And I think I might have eventually gone back and kind of thrown out the old ones. I think, like, especially after I got married, I just kind of was like, yeah, it's kind of weird to be, like, keeping notes from other guys, even if I haven't seen them in, 10 years. But, yeah, my husband and I didn't do notes or anything because he was in his PhD program when we met, and I was just about to start my master's, and we were in totally different colleges, just happened to be in the same town. So, yeah. High school was all the notes phase for me, and this was well after high school. Kim, what part are you making? I am making the base. So, looks like what they're having me do is this orange part will be the base, and this brown part is going to start to wrap up for the sides, so I'm starting on his tummy right now. Oh, you were 15 or 16 when you wrote it? Yeah, that would be so fun to look through again. Like, equal parts fun and cringy. You know, like 15-year-old me. Yeah, no, just that thing of being a teenager where you feel things so deeply, but yeah, 15-year-old me was so naive and so but even though you know nothing, you feel it deeply. That would be fun to look through those notes that you wrote. Not me looking through your notes, but you looking through the notes that you wrote. Not me being creepy. All right, so I think what we can do is we'll do another row of this, then we'll do the crab stitch in orange. And then we can cut the orange and I don't have to deal with it anymore. You used to write in diaries for him at school because you were bored. There were hundreds of pages of a teenage girl writing love notes. Aw. You laughed for a good while. And was like, why do you still have this? Barf. Aw. Well, it's sweet that he still has it. Aw. Teenage me poured so much into my writing and the comics that I would make. Man, I loved those characters deeply. Like, there was nothing truly special about the characters. At least they weren't super cliche, I don't think. Like, I can look back and see certain characters and be like, oh my gosh, that was like just so cliche, or like so, you know, that wasn't original at all. It was so crappy. But most of them weren't too bad. But yeah, I loved them, and I would think about my storylines all the time. I would be writing it in class all the time, because even though we had a computer back in the 90s, my ideas always flowed much better if I was writing by hand. And trying to write from scratch on a computer, like I would edit on the computer. I would write the first rough draft by hand, and then I would edit on the computer. And if I tried writing from scratch on the computer, like nothing would flow, nothing would come. It'd be weird. You too, you thought you'd be a famous writer when you were... Me too. And looking back at your stories was hilarious. Oh man, I remember in 8th grade, I painstakingly wrote this like mystery story. And I really just polished up as best as possible. I pulled it together in like a 3-ring binder, like a small 3-ring binder, to make a book out of it. I like illustrated the cover of it and like stuck it in the front of the binder. And I asked my English teacher if she would read it for me and tell me what she thought. I was so offended. She never read it. She's like, oh, sure. She put it on the corner of her desk, and like, I don't remember how long it sat there. It never moved. Like, paper started piling up on it, never moved. I was so offended. But, I mean, yeah, if she did read it, she'd probably been like, what? You did better writing by hand, too? Yeah, I haven't written in a long time, so I don't know if that would still hold true. I don't know. But yeah, it was remarkable, the difference between if I sat down with a pen and just lined paper, just everything would come flowing out. And if I sat in front of a computer, which I loved typing and I loved using it to polish up my draft, I would just sit there and type a few words and like I got nothing. But yeah, I thought I'd be a famous writer. There was, I don't remember the name of the author now, but there was some author that I found when I was probably in like ninth or 10th grade. And it was a teenage author. She was writing some kind of vampire novel. Wait a minute. It was like Tiger Burning Bright or something. Something like that was the name of her book, which she obviously took from the Blake poem. And it was some really stereotypical vampire teenage novel. But I was just like, look, she's a teenager and she got published by like real publishers. I could do the same thing. Didn't do it, obviously. Kids don't even do rough drafts on paper these days. Yeah, I don't know what my kiddo will do once she gets bigger. But, let's see what I want to do here. All right, I'm going to set up my little crab stitch thing here. Yeah, for right now, actually, I think they're having my daughter in 3rd grade do everything on paper. Because she's written 2 reports in 3rd grade, and I remember the rough drafts were definitely handwritten. But I think even the final draft, they had them all do their best handwriting, and obviously then they're still practicing handwriting, so it makes sense to have them handwrite everything. Oh boy, I hope I'm crab stitching this right. This seems not right. Hopefully it's just me getting started. There we go. Crab stitch is a nice way to firm up the base. I haven't seen that before. I do like it. The last one you remember was going to be titled The Stormwalker and be a romance mystery. Nice. Mary, you could roleplay on PC, but not write stories. Yeah, I would do little, like in the Yahoo chat, there would be like a roleplay Yahoo chat. Did a little bit of that. Poor old Yahoo chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Mid-90s. So adorable. Oh, Detect Magic, you're back. Logging into work is yikes on bikes. Uh-oh. Something going on with your system at work? Yikes on bikes. I like that. I like that a lot. Also much more acceptable than what I usually say for my things aren't working rhyming exclamation. But yikes on bikes. I love it. Your best friend from growing up just published her very first book last month and got her copy in. Selling copies now. Nice. She went and freaking did it. That's amazing, River. Yes. Oh, man. That's really cool. She does middle-aged teen dramas, so your kiddo may like it. It's Candy Sky Tells a Lie. Let me... Oh my goodness, there it is at the Barnes & Noble website. Yeah, I haven't thought of doing like just like a flat out novel in a long time. I have played with the idea of doing graphic novel anthologies. And also wanting to do illustrations for kids' books. But like that's notoriously like impossible to get into. The heartwarming and hilarious tale of a 13-year-old notorious liar who is cursed by a witch to live in a world where all her lies come true. 13-year-old girl with a lying streak. She hides her poor grades from her parents, she fibs about having a famous cousin, and she claims that rising pop singer Elijah Knoll is her boyfriend. Unfortunately, after lying to her English teacher, a rumored witch, Candy is cursed to live in a world where all of her lies come true. At first, Candy has everything she ever wanted: designer clothes, popularity, straight A's, and Elijah Knoll as her boyfriend. However, her lies put her and those she cares about into many dangerous situations. Neat. Yeah, I'd have to look into that. That sounds like something my kiddo would be into. That's so cool. Yeah, apparently. Let's see. It's a pre-order. It is a pre-order still. So it's hardcover. Oh, the paperback is a pre-order. What about the hardcover? Hardcover is a pre-order. Item will be available on September 21st. That is so cool, though, River. It's so cool. Yeah, that is it. That would be a childhood, teenage dream come true. It is really cool. But yeah, to get picked up by a publisher and everything, that's awesome. Your parents worked together and we met when we were like 7. Aw. That would be so exciting. Ooh, Renee, thank you for the follow. Let me know if I am, oops, not saying your name right. I would like to say names correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. But thank you for the follow. Feel free to let us know if you like crafting, if you've been working on any projects lately, anything you've been excited about. Let us know what you've been working on. You're welcome to share any pictures in Discord of works in progress or finished projects. We've had a lot of really cool projects shared in Discord today that we shared earlier. And right now we are going around the base of this little gnome. We're doing that like backward stitch, the crab stitch, into the outer loop. And then I can finally cut the orange yarn and work on the tummy. Almost done. Also, River, Shanna was. Oh, and I missed some texts when I was looking at the book. I'll go back in a minute. Shanna was one of the names of like my main protagonist in one of my fantasy stories that I would write. I loved that name, Shanna. I've never met a real Shanna, but Detect Magic. You met someone last night who loves spooters and has a tarantula named Pandora. Aw, thank you. Thank you for telling him to follow for some of the crochet spooter content. Wasn't sure if you're making one anytime soon. So I would like to make some more. I'm going to be, I don't know if it'll be on stream, but I will be finishing, oops, come on. I will be finishing the CMYK spider that I'm working on for Kit. I don't know if that will be on screen or off. I just, it's a commission, so I'll be working on that at some point. I will be doing more spiders. I only have four of my spiders left after my last May market. So like the articulated spiders, like this dude, I only have 4 of him left, not including him because this is mine. This one does not get sold. It's for me. So yeah, I have to work on different colors. Oops, here's my little, my flap was on his foot. So yeah, we do have to work on more for that. I won't be able to work on it before the market on Saturday. The first market of the season for me will be on Saturday, the 20th. So I recently pulled all of my stuff together and did inventory to figure out what I still need. And even though I have done that now, I don't know if I'm going to have time to make any of the things that I still need. But I do have a lot of inventory, so it's not like I'm going to have empty spaces on my table. There's just certain things that I know sell well that I would like to have, but may not be able to have. There, so now that's done. We're going to do this. Oh, that's perfect. So there's this little base with the cardboard that we cut out. And so we get to keep working on his tummy. I'll probably put something weighted right there, either rice or, I don't know, I still haven't bought the pellets. Mirror, you finished recycling. Take a picture of your yarn in a second. Nice. River, she was your first sleepover friend. You got a snow globe of our city from her when we were kids because our office building is in it. That's fun. And driving through that town now is so different. It's crazy. Yeah, it's weird. Really weird. Going through areas that you grew up in, and now, like, for me, next year I'll be 40, so there's a lot of time for things to have changed since I was a kid. But it's really neat. For the most part, it's fun seeing what has changed. But like my town, my hometown was this tiny little hometown. Like I had a graduating class of 53. And that town is basically just a ghost town now. So that's the town that I still go to when I go visit my grandpa. And it's really weird. And I always keep feeling like I'm going to like run into someone that I will have known from school when I'm there. Like if I go pick up food for lunch or something and I go into town, I almost never run into anyone. Mirror, it's very fluffy looking. You suspect it's the alpaca, but you might be spinning the alpaca round. Oh, that looks nice. Is that the color that it came with, or did you dye that? Oh, that's nice. I don't know. Since I don't know anything about spinning, I don't know if there's something you're supposed to do different for alpaca, but some of the alpaca yarn that I have does have a lot of that like flyaway kind of stuff on it, so it could just be the alpaca. Posted my yarn. Yeah, there's the yarn. Sweet. Mira Stepper got a spinning wheel and some fibers and has been working on spinning. So I'm living vicariously through Mira Stepper with the spinning endeavors. Oh, I love the colors. Like I like how the that like lighter greenish is spun around with the blue. That's really nice. That's coming along like great. Are you making something with this? Do you have a project in mind, or are you still kind of practicing? I would love to see something made out of those colors. It was pre-dyed, not ready to dye yet. Okay. All right, let me get my yarns swapped. Oh, one of the other things that I need to do, but I probably won't be able to keep track of the count very well if I'm on Twitch, are my pumpkins. Oh, I put the other pumpkin away. And I have real pumpkin stems that I put in here. But this is just, you kind of make it in a kind of a double-ended cone shape, so it starts small and it grows big and then it goes small again. And then you just take a long string of yarn and you wind it around to make the little segments. So it's pretty good. This one is with two strands of Caron Simply Soft held together. One of them is an ombre kind of thing, and the other one is just orange. But I need to make more of these because I'm basically out of orange pumpkins. Yours is this capital of your state, and they didn't have half the highways and like 10% of the buildings. It's crazy different. Nice. You'll take a picture next time you go through and of your snow globe and shell someday. It's pretty neat to have. It would be. Actually, no, I'm going to take this out until I get a little bit further. You're still practicing, and this is the first yarn that may be decent enough to maybe actually use. I hope so. It's really pretty. What do you do with the yarn? Like the yarn that you've practiced with before? Can you reincorporate that into something else? Or like once it's spun, it is what it is, and you either like use it or use it as stuffing, or what do you do with the yarn that you've practiced with already? Oh, and I never got my second treat, I don't think. Did I? No, River gave me a treat, and Astrid Emerald did, and that was a while ago, and I apologize. Please yell at me if you see me not seeing something that you've posted or done. it's not on purpose. So, and I mean, this is a treat, so I definitely want a treat. Now I get 2 treats, apparently, because River just did a treat. So 1 from Astrid Emerald and 1 from River. Still, man, this got beat up. All right, 2 treats. Home. Like double fisting chocolate. It's good morning for treats. Why don't you use a tachometer? Is that like a row counting device? I would like one. I have not gotten one for myself yet, but I actually would like one of the small ones you like put on your finger and you just kind of like click it every row you do. I would like one. That would be very helpful. Actually, I've had it on my Christmas or birthday Amazon list for several years now. I think ever since I taught myself to knit in like 2014. And I always figured that would be kind of like a simple, cheap gizmo for someone to get me, and I'd totally use it. No one's gotten it for me. There we go, treat 2. Thank you for the treats. And I'll wash it down with the hydrate. Thank you, Nicholas. Let's see. Ooh, and Renee shared, ooh, a cross stitch, or no? Is that Tunisian crochet? What craft is that, Renee? That's really beautiful. Like a Maine Coon kind of cat. It looks a lot like the cat I had growing up. He was so fuzzy. And you posted a finished hank. It twists itself into a hank naturally after you wet it? Really? I always wondered how they like set up the hanks. I didn't know that the yarn helped. You want to make a personalized stream wish list? I've thought about it, but like, yeah, it just feels weird for me to be like, hey people, you want to buy me a thing? But I see other people have their stream wish lists up, and I don't think it's weird for them to say, hey people, here are things that I would like. But just, you know, for me and not other people, it feels weird. But maybe sometime. Hey, Shanigans! Good morning, you wonderful humans! Good morning, Shanigans! Happy Monday! It is, yeah, it's Monday. I haven't said Monday in a while. But it's still Monday. So we're going to hydrate and wash down all the treats that I just got. It is a good Monday because I've had 3 treats so far, and we've had a lot of people sharing their artwork and crafts. So there is Renee's. Renee, if you're still around, let me know what stitch that is. That looks really pretty. That looks pretty pretty. I can't believe it twists itself up like that naturally. That's really cool, Mirror Stepper. That's the exact reason I haven't too. Right? Right? Like, yeah, when other people do it, I'm like, yeah, it's totally fine. But when I do it, I'm like, I couldn't do that. Couldn't possibly. Yes, so today we are slowly working on, this is the base for the gnome. I'm taking a break from the artworks because I finished my mummy original that will become a base card. That's all done, taking a break from that, and then I have to do the Dungeons & Dragons cards, and that's what we'll be working on all week. Yes, River, those pillows. Carolina Joe's pillows are amazing. Like, just a whole bunch of tiny granny squares and just all strategically connected to, just do amazing things. That's really cool. But yeah, lots of crafty, really amazing shares. Absolutely. This has been a great day for seeing all the things that people are doing and suddenly I want to do because they make it look good. They make it look so cool. I do have a few cross-stitch things that I have favorited on Etsy. And I should go through them again and just see if I can pick out one. And like I said before when we were talking about subversive cross-stitch, it can't be too profane because I don't know, my kiddo is 9 and I try to be good. I try to behave. So while I personally love that stuff, I try to be good for now. Oh no, Mirror. Oh, dog peed downstairs. Oh, I'm sorry, Mirror. Bad dog. Yeah, oh. I hope the puppy's okay too. I hope things are okay with the dog. But I'm sorry you gotta deal with that. That's the worst. Yeah, my cat, she hasn't been throwing up lately, but you know, cats and throwing up. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Cats and throwing up. But yeah, you'll be like, yay, I'm just going to do my totally normal daytime stuff. And you're like, and the cat threw up again, so now I have to take the next 15 minutes to do this. So I'm sorry. For real though, I could, ooh, that would be amazing. I love that Phoenix badge. River Sticks will make a cross-stitch badge for subscribers. So if you go check out River Sticks, I believe there's a redeem. Actually, I think for followers there's a redeem. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I've looked into that, but I believe for followers there's a redeem, and River Sticks Creations, yes, okay. In River Sticks Creations channel, and if you redeem it, then you can get a, like a small square badge with a subject of your choosing. And River has done just some amazing things. Some things, like you can choose, you can design what you would like River to cross stitch for you, or you can kind of be like, I want this thing in general, and then River will like do magic and make it happen. And that's what River did with my Phoenix. Because I didn't design it. I was just like, I would like a Phoenix, and then River made something more amazing than I could have ever designed. So it's really cool. Really, really cool. Hey, Blue-Green fan, good morning. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? And I hope your Monday is off to a good start. A personal hand-drawn image to cross-stitch and perler bead ornament to send on giveaways and such. I need to figure out how to do that. Phoenix as a perler bead ornament by River is the best Phoenix. Oh boy, I've used Photopea on a few different things. Photopea is like a free version of Photoshop that you can run through your browser right off the Photopea website. And I actually had to use it to finalize the scan of my mummy for the base card. I think it went okay. I have to hear back from the Pernas. I have to hear if they're seeing anything on their end that I didn't see on my end. But it seems like it went okay, so I might be able to try to finish up the emotes. I still owe River emotes, and I still want to make emotes for myself because now I have the ability to make follower emotes. So I still need to work on that. I was going to wait until I got my new computer and installed Clip Studio. But I might be able to use Photopea. Let's see. Oh, I read that one. I should probably see what row I'm on. That would be a smart thing to do. 9 through 24. Oh, I'm good. Definitely not on row 24 yet. You think you have it set so you can play games from your computer on your iPad now? What? What? There are some games that I would really like to try. Would like to try Phasmo. I do want to try The Quarry, but I'm not paying all that money for it. But I have had fun watching other people play it. I really don't watch gaming channels. Usually when I have something open, like a Twitch stream open, it'll be either art or crafting of some kind, and it keeps me company while I'm doing art or crafting. But I have watched a few people do the quarry. That would be fun to do, I think. I loved Silent Hill. I haven't played Silent Hill in forever. But back when I actually did, I would play on the PlayStation, and so what I've done, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2, Chrono Cross, and a lot of DDR. A lot of DDR. I love DDR. Haven't done it in a long time. Yeah, River, I'm sorry the emotes have taken so long. I should have finished up the emotes before I did the operating system update. So I should have done the emotes back when I still had Photoshop. And I'm still annoyed that after I did the whole operating system update, it didn't fix any of the problems I was having. I thought it would. I thought it would at least make a small difference. But I do still feel bad. Like, I have not forgotten the emotes, River, and I feel bad. So, I'm sorry. It's called Steam Link, and you can stream the games to a mobile device. Well, that sounds cool. I used to have I think I actually had them delete my Steam account like a year or two ago when I was cleaning up all my accounts. So I had a friend who would play Team Fortress, and she talked me into getting a Steam account and getting Team Fortress and playing with her. I had another game in there too. I had 2 games on Steam. I don't remember what. So yeah, I think I'd have to set up a Steam account again if I was going to do that. Just saying, you have a pyramid head tattoo. Yeah, I knew I liked you. Knew I liked you. The crochet, the T, pyramid head. Yeah, that's awesome. DDR I wish I had now for exercise. Oh, I think I would hurt myself if I tried DDR right now. I'd have to work up to it slowly. Even in my 20s, I would actually do these like really long DDR sessions, and I would hurt. Even in my 20s, which like I never hurt in my 20s, because even then I was a runner, you know, so I was always, you know, in okay physical shape. But I would probably really mess myself up now doing DDR. You can use yours as a follower emotes and have them in the artist credit thingy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I am pretty sure I've already scanned them in. If I haven't already scanned them in, I have them at hand and I can scan them in. Actually, let me see. I had to move things off my scanner, so let me see. I think I know right where they are. If they are, I'll bring them over. But it's just the lines. It's not colors or anything. And actually the bottom of that sheet is info about my grandma's nursing home, so I'm going to fold that over. But here are the little emotes. Those are the lined versions, so basically all I need to do, all I needed Photoshop for River Styx' emotes. Oh, actually, I need to figure out a tablet. So me having access to Photopea actually might not help me a lot with this, because there are certain things like Raid. Although actually with Raid, instead of having it be hand-drawn, I could just type it in. I could just use the type feature, because like it's just kind of written in messy here. I was going to clean it up in Photoshop. So yeah, maybe if I just got rid of Raid entirely and typed it in instead, like I found a good font. But yeah, these are going to be Rivers eventually. Sorry, River. They have a good DDR for PS5. Man, I have believe I have a PS2, and like I haven't touched it in forever. It has not come out of its box since we moved to New Hampshire, which would have been 2011. Because I believe when we were in Pittsburgh, I still used it now and then, but I had to be careful because when you're in an apartment and you're like stomping around on a DDR pad, your neighbors aren't happy with you. So that's why at first I didn't bring it out in New Hampshire, but now we have our own house and I can stomp as much as I want. Don't know if the pads still work though. They were starting to get a little fritzy 11 years ago when I packed them away. You're going to stream the DBD dating sim, Hooked on You. You're going to spin some first. Yes, do more spinning. Dead by Dawn? DBD. What's DBD? Shenanigans, those are great. Oh, thank you. So darling and cute. Yay. Yeah, I'm happy with how they're looking. I just, need to actually color them in. I need to, make the transparency work so they actually work as emotes. DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. You just play DDR with your kiddo. Well, that's the other reason I want to bring it out, because mine is 9, and she has so much energy in her, and I think she would love DDR. It would be so much fun. So much fun. So that's the other reason why I have thought over the past year since buying this house in 2020, I've been thinking like, yeah, I should bring that out again and just see if the pads work, because I would totally do it again. I know she would have fun with it. I think I own both Silent Hill and Silent Hill 2. I don't think I borrowed them. I think I own them. So I could play those again when she's in school. Reminded me that I'm much older than I used to be. Exactly! Yes, that's what I'm worried about, Shenanigans. I am going to hurt so badly. And like part of the other reason why it used to be so fun is because I was good at it because I did it often, and now I haven't done it in 11 years, and I'm sure I'm going to pull it out and be like, oh boy, I loved this game, and I won't, like, I'll be just so off on everything, like it'll be a learning curve all over again. And now you need to fix up your Cobalt Flux pad so I can play it more at home. Cobalt Flux pad. I need to look this up. Is that an actual metal pad that you can have at home? Or at least, not like a roll-up kind of, or not roll-up, fold-up mat. You have an actual, like, platform pad? Shenanigans? Dead by Daylight. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dead by something was... Oh, so they have a dating sim for it. An asymmetrical horror game? What does that mean? One person plays a murderer, and 4 people play survivors trying to power an escape gate by fixing generators. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that sounds neat. I always just assumed from the name, like I've never read into Dead by Daylight. I have heard the name. I just assumed it was like some kind of like a vampire game or something. Dance Dance makes sense. You'd break a hip. Yeah, I think I will if I try. But we had to pull everything out of storage from downstairs because we're having the new carpet put in this week. On Thursday, we get our new carpet. So the downstairs will become our new living room, which is very exciting to me because I'm old and those things excite me. But yeah, since we had to shuffle everything around, that means it's actually probably easier than ever to pull out the PlayStation and everything. It's an at-home hard pad. You bought it 20 years ago. Well, that's why I think my pads won't work. My pads, I think I got my good one in 2006 because that's when I had to leave home. And I got myself my PlayStation and DDR and my first pad. So yeah, 2006. That's, yeah, I don't expect that thing to be alive anymore because it's just, it's the soft pad. And then I got a second one so I could have like friends over to play. And that one was never as good. So I don't expect anything from that one at this point. Mirror Stepper, you had friends who had hard pads. Dead by Daylight is very popular with makers and crafting for some reason. Alpaca is shedding all over me. Man, I find it weird when I work with alpaca yarn or like alpaca blend yarn. So there's yarn by Lion brand called Touch of Alpaca. And I think it's only like 20% alpaca and the rest is acrylic, something around there. And they have all these little white like alpaca hairs just like dink, dink, dink. And I never know, like, should I like trim it a little bit? Because it just looks weird if I'm working in black yarn and there's like these weird little sprouts of hair everywhere. It works well with like pink and gray and some of the other colors, but some of the colors it just looks really weird with those alpaca flyaways. I think this got bumped. There we go. I'll need to do a count again at some point. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2 more rows. I'll try to do a stitch marker at 20. I'd like to have a few of these gnomes done for the holiday fair. Like this one will be cute because it's like a little scarecrow guy. And I could probably add a few things to it to make it look more scarecrow-y. But this guy will obviously be fun for the fall markets that I'm part of, but I'd like to do some other ones using this as a base for Christmas. I'm definitely going to be doing more of the snowman ornaments. Those have been doing very well by me for the past few years. There's the faux fur pom-pom Santa gnome ornaments that I made last year that went really, really well. And I'm pretty sure I have more of those white pom-poms somewhere. I don't know. If I don't, I can order them easily off Amazon because they don't need to be really nice pom-poms because they're not going to be on a hat. They won't have all the wear and tear. They're just going to be on the ornament. And I need to see what my cat's doing. I will be right back. I need to see what this cat's doing. I'm nervous about the cat. Actually, let me put this here in case someone comes. I will be right back. There we go. Sorry. Sorry. No, have you ever seen such a bad cat in your life? She's clearly a very bad cat. Oh. No, you're so naughty. This is Isis the cat. She is very bad all the time, and she does not like to be held or loved. She does not need your love. All right, there we go. Sorry about the lies. There was no tea time. There was just me trying to figure out what the cat was getting into. So, we are back. Whew. Mirror, you are living this paranoid parent life. The sportsplex that your kids went for the sports camp is next to a church, and you're paranoid it's secretly a religious camp in disguise. You searched everywhere and couldn't find any connection to the church except proximity. If it's secretly a religious camp, my husband will skin me. Not literally. I'm glad it's not literally, but yeah, no, I get nervous about similar because my parents are very religious and they're not really part of my life for the most part. But like my dad will call every Monday, and I'll put my daughter on the phone, and like she's just happy to talk. She loves talking, so I'll put them on together. Once in a while, if I'm nearby, I can hear him kind of get a little religious on her, which hasn't been anything egregious right now, but it's more he's only doing it behind my back, and he would not do it in front of me. And I've had conversations with my daughter about religion, you know, and basically once she's older and, you know, she can make her own choices, you know. But yeah, I don't like that it's behind my back is the part where I'm frustrated. Because he's never done anything similar in front of me, ever. So I know he's specifically doing it behind my back, which ain't great. Anyway, gnomes. Making the gnomes. This is, like, just how long this is taking for the body is part of why I didn't start making this gnome on screen back when I first bought it, because I knew it would not be riveting. You know, like, there's not even, like, a color change or anything happening. But when it's done, it'll be cute. What are we at now? I think 9 through 24. 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. Once more round for 20. I still need to get a wire pet brush to do the beard. I have never actually done that with yarn before, where you're supposed to take kind of a toothy metal brush and you brush it out and you get the effect kind of like what's down here on his beard. I've never tried it. But the beards look a lot better that way than just with strands of yarn, which is how I have made gnomes in the past. When I was using strands of yarn, the ones that seemed to come out best, or the ones that I liked the best, I had the kind of like that, like, knotted up boucle yarn. It's kind of like a really bumpy, textured yarn. That worked well with beards. And I also had, it was a Joann's brand. It was like Luxe something. And it was very like velvety soft with a lot of like kind of like flyaway strands coming out of the yarn. That worked well for beards too. You think this bobbin is basically full? Maybe time to hank the yarn. Ooh. The blue alpaca yarn, like the picture that you showed? Maybe you're doing it early? I hope you can use that blue yarn in something. It really looks nice. Yes, the blue yarn. Perfect. Let's see. So we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here is the... No, that's the last stitch of round 20. So we'll have to go 4 rows above the stitch marker, and that's when we can start decreasing, I think. Yes, it is. It's pretty soft except where you overspun it, which hopefully will work out when you hank it. Ooh, it looked really soft. Like, yeah, just the color and the texture and everything looked really nice in the picture. Other thing I almost made today instead of the gnome is Oogie Boogie. There is a really nice pattern by Sweet Oddity Art, Sweet Oddity Designs. I think they have some accounts that are art and some accounts that say designs. Sweet Oddity Art is, I think, the main thing. Let me grab it just quick though, because it is Sweet Oddity Art. Yes, this. So they basically made it green and they called the pattern Green Ghost. So if you look for this pattern on Ravelry, you can look up Sweet Oddity Art and go through their patterns that they have for sale. They have a lot of patterns for sale. I really like this designer. But, you know, for trademark reasons, Disney, they called it Green Ghost instead of Oogie Boogie. So I've made this one. Actually, I've made this one, and I'm going to have to scroll back through a lot. I made it more Oogie Boogie colors a while ago. There he is. Yeah, it's still pretty small. Sorry, it's small. But, so yeah, like mine turned out like that. And yeah, I almost made that one today, but you have to start at the tip and you have to do a lot of like counting and this like asymmetrical increase and decrease thing to get that weird like weird shape to the top of his head. I made that for her a few years ago and I've really wanted to make it again. So at some point I will. But yeah, again, if you're looking for that, it would be listed as Green Ghost on Ravelry. And Sweet Oddity Art also has an Etsy store, so I'm sure it would be Green Ghost on Etsy store too. I don't remember what the price is. I think a lot of Sweet Oddity Art's designs are like $5 or $6 per pattern. So I don't buy them often because, you know, money, but I do love them as a designer. I have to start thinking of what other pictures I want to do for my Halloween cards. they have a list of different things that you can do, but like it's all the basic Halloween stuff. Like it's really not limiting. It's not limiting in a bad way or anything. They just want to make sure that you're not doing like, you know, wildly different, weird things, off-topic things. It's just to try to keep everyone in the same scope of ideas. So they do give you a list. I've done a few already. Uh-oh, where did I put you? Actually, I bet it's in here. Well, it's over there somewhere. Oh, it might have fallen off the last time I put stuff over here. Alright, guess I'm not showing you the cards that I have for Halloween so far. I know they're over there, I just have to do a little bit of digging. They're most likely under yarn. Ghoul or Skelly. Yeah, I haven't done a skeleton kind of critter in a while. I did two like Grim Reapers that I really liked on past Halloween sets. Actually, let me see. Because I think back then I actually was uploading my artwork on Facebook, which, if I continue to get, you know, successfully back into all this stuff, I will start updating my Facebook again. Let me look through my Facebook page. If things load one day. All right, so where's the albums? All right, albums, Prina Studios. So that was Halloween 3, which, oh, it says 2018. That was one of the cards I liked from that. This was probably my base card from that same set. There she is. So that's her all printed. Oops. I can't show you because the thing's up. That's her all printed out over there somewhere. So yeah, I have this as a base card. Thank you! That was my Artemis. That's one of the ones that was already claimed. Maybe Mama Jewel? I think Mama Jewel might have claimed that in a giveaway. I guess that was another 2018 set of goddesses. That's from my old Elementals set. We just did Elementals number 2, so I recently did a bunch of Elementals again, but I liked this one a lot. And this was the character that I did on the base card for that set. So this was the base card from that set. So again, this artwork here was done at like 5x7. Same for this one. This was the promo art for the Elemental set, and this one was the base card art for the Elemental set. And they were both made into base cards. And then these, I believe, were some of the commissions that I've had done, or that I've done over the years. This one was for a good friend. There's my cat. I like this one. Like a little witch's familiar, just being a cat. Being a little butt cat. And her. This one I thought I'd lost. It actually somehow fell behind my desk, and I looked everywhere. I even looked behind my desk in the apartment, and I just assumed that for a while I kept my trash can kind of here next to my desk, right next to me, and I just assumed that at one point, when this card was all finished, I must have just bumped it into the trash can, and it was gone forever. And when we moved, it was behind my desk, even though I'd already looked there. Oh, this was another commission for my friend. The same friend that did that, like, Sunset Witch, or asked for the Sunset Witch. I liked that one. There's Mermaid. That one was a commission from one guy in Australia who has commissioned for a lot of my stuff. This was another base card, so this one was also done at 5x7. Here's one of my Reapers. He's not the best Reaper. I have two better Reapers. I like this one. I like him peeking out. Sad Ghost. That's a 2015. My Grave Robber, which I really like. This is one of the originals I still have to sell. But I really liked how this came out. I was so happy with this one. And I like this. She's staying up and reading her scary ghost stories like I used to do. And all of the monsters in her room are scared too. And this one I liked a lot. Yeah, I like this one. The Alice in Wonderland one was like a double commission where the same person, I can't remember who it was, but the same person commissioned both me and my friend for the same subject. So they both wanted Alice, or they were both supposed to be Alice in Wonderland. I know, I'm sorry, Shanigans. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I love that one, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, people probably don't like that one. I'd better scroll. So I'm sorry. I lingered on that longer than I should have. Sorry. So yeah, Alice in Wonderland. No spiders. So I did the one on the right that says "Drink Me," and my friend did the one on the left with the cookie and the growing. So I liked how that one came out too. There's Rapunzel commission, Snow Queen commission. Someone wanted a Queen of Hearts that was based on the movie Queen of Hearts. I like the flamingo. I've never drawn a flamingo before, and it was fun to draw one. It's a Red Riding Hood. And a bridge troll with a happy goat. And a derpy goat. That was a commission. Someone wanted me to use someone else's design. So I had to message the other person and ask if I could use their design. They were like, yeah, go for it. So it was like my version of their design. I think Elaine Perna commissioned this one. Oh, here's one of the Reapers I liked. I liked him. He's like hanging out on the porch getting ready to reap. You're fine, you're being sarcastic. It does give you the chills. Okay. Well, like I said, though, I kind of realized that I was lingering on it a little bit too long, and some people probably would not do well with that, so sorry. Turns out the llama is super water repellent, and the yarn did not want to get wet. Interesting. Interesting. That one, didn't like how that came out. There's another witch. There's my other Reaper. This one Reaper was a pack insert, so it wasn't a commission. Jeez, dude. Oh, alpaca, not llama. I was thinking alpaca in my head, even when I was reading llama, so it didn't even register to me, actually. But yeah, I was thinking alpaca. Yes, Reaper. I liked this Reaper. So that was a pack insert. Trick-or-treaters are one of the allowed subjects on your list of what you can do. You can do trick-or-treaters. So that was a cute one. This was, I don't know, I think it was like a Banshee general idea, or like a woman in white ghost idea. There were things I wanted to do different on it, but I kind of like it too. Brain go brrr. My brain go burr a lot. Slightly cartoonish vampire. Oh, more spiders, so moving along. Here's the witch that got turned into the holographic card, which I need to put back into because that one got picked up as a giveaway. So I need to put that back in my giveaway pile. I liked this one. 2014, so I made this like a year after my daughter was born, and I almost felt bad making it because, my daughter. This wasn't my daughter. My daughter would have only been 1 year old at the time, but I felt bad doing this to a little girl. For you, it wasn't the spider, it was the spider over the eye that made it. Yes. No, I liked how that whole thing came together. Like, I had the spider and eye idea, and I'm like, yes! So I was really happy with that card. I shan't go back to it. There's a bad witch. There's a good witch. You made a wooden spider for a Twitch contest? Like, I know you did the keychains where you, like, cut the shapes out of the wood. Like, is this like a wooden spider sculpture? Or like something similar to the keychains? I love spiders. Love the spiders. Here's a buffalo woman. I can't remember if this one was an insert or a commission. Cannot remember. It's on your Insta. If you message me your Instagram link, I can put the link into chat. Or just tell me your Instagram name, and I'll go and check that out. Whoops. Now you can see all the things that I do a lot. Forgot I was still on screen share. At least there's nothing embarrassing in there. Ooh, I liked the centaur. She came out well. Another 2014, so these are getting older. Getting older. This was a Bennu bird. And possibly an Isis? Probably an Isis. Hey, Bomber Crafts! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you! Welcome in! Let me close my window capture. We actually are crocheting right now, so it wasn't an all-out lie. I was just showing some of the artwork I'd done on previous card sets because I have another deadline coming up this week. Oh, thank you, River. Thank you for linking Shanigans in the Instagram. Shanigans was just telling us about a wooden spider that they made. So I need to go look at that too.
I can't even breathe. Oh, it's so hot in here. Oh, this is love.
Bomber?
Amazing.
What? Why are you a duck? Bomber?
Oh, yay.
Why are you a duck? That's amazing.
I'm free.
That's amazing. That's a really good one. I like it. I'm very confused, but I like it. Let me just but still a spider. Nice. But yes, so welcome in. I hope you still have that duck mask because that would be awesome. I need to see that again sometime. That was fantastic. No worries, you strayed away from crafts a few times today myself to look at new patterns, and this is old. You were a gaming streamer at the time and a duck. Okay, all right, I can get behind that. I can totally get behind that. But welcome in. Thank you for bringing everyone over, Bomber Crafts. How was your stream today? What were you working on, and how did it go? I think as I was starting up, I think you were knitting. I didn't have a lot of time to like hang out in other people's channels today before I started because I had to finish up some artwork. Yeah, I think I saw you knitting. You used to have mask redeems where you would wear a duck, a goat, a horse, or a unicorn mask while gaming or crafting. That might be fun in the winter. We just got out of like that really hot week, like a week or two ago, and that sounds awful. But yeah, that'd be fun. I'd like to get a hoodie. Like a character hoodie. I don't want to go the full onesie, but I'd like to get a character hoodie for sure. Oh, thank you for the follow, Marique. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, what were you working on, Bomber, and how did it go? And also, if you need to do the food stuff or other self care stuff after your stream, absolutely do the self care. That is important and good. I actually pop in here quick before we go back to making the gnome. We are eventually making this dude here. I'm kind of mostly through the body right now, so it's not been a very exciting crochet project because it's just kind of a tube right now. But this is what I had been working on this morning. It's why I wasn't on Twitch this morning. I was finishing up this, and it got sent into the company. Should be good to go. This is going to be a base card in a collectible card set for Halloween. So yeah, she's done. She's finally done, and I'm really happy. Bomber, you worked on a cropped tank top, which you had started one for yourself, but the person that commissioned the froggy bag saw it and asked to add one to their order. With some loops and threads, capri cotton and turquoise. I don't know that yarn. I haven't been in Michael's in a while. Capri cotton. Sounds nice. It's got a gorgeous stitch definition and is super soft. You're loving it so far. You got an inch done on stream. Nice. I will have to look for it. I think when I take my daughter out back to school shopping, I'm probably going to end up at Michael's because that's near the stores where I need to take her. I'm squeaky now that I haven't worked in a while. But yeah, so some of the other cards that I did, I don't have all of the cards here, but these were other cards that I did, and they are part of a collectible card sets over the years. I started doing sketch cards in 2010. I've done art forever. I've done art for even longer than I've been crocheting, and I started both when I was a kid. But yeah, for anyone who is new, I should have introduced myself earlier. I am Fee, or Phoenix Fire Element. I do a lot of amigurumi. I'm trying to think of some other crafts that I can do on stream too, but I do sometimes do my illustration and sketch card artwork online on the stream. So Wednesday when I do my stream, it probably will be my Dungeons and Dragons cards that I have due on Friday. You're using it for the first time and it's lovely. It was picked up by your client and you had given them a few options based on the yarn the pattern called for. And online this yarn had come up similar. Definitely use it again. I will have to look for it. I've been so good about not buying extra yarn for the past 2 years. I've been so proud of myself. I need you to know that. I've been so proud of myself. I have so much yarn and I need to work through it. But I mean, hey, if it's a new yarn, I need to try it, right? Yes, and this yarn too, not yarn, this pattern is by Pampino Gnome. It's my first time working on one of their patterns. They seem to have an eternal 70% off sale on Etsy. So even though it says they're having a 70% off sale right now, you are not under the gun to buy a pattern that you're interested in. I don't think I've ever seen the 70% thing run out. I bought this gnome months ago, this pattern, and it was 70% off. I've never seen it not on sale. So most of their patterns are $2 or less. They have a few pattern bundles that are, $5 or $6 maybe. Same, unless it's a commission, now you try and use your stash because it is out of hand. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We are getting our new carpeting downstairs. So it's like a finished basement area. And we had to do a lot of work on it. So we couldn't use it as a living room initially when we first moved into this house in 2020. We've done a lot of work on it. And now once the carpet is in on Thursday, we can actually turn it into the living room. But until then, until just this week, we've been using it to stash just a lot of junk that we don't want to have up here on the living main level. And so yeah, we've moved stuff out. I had to move a lot of yarn. And I live in this room is my yarn cave. There's yarn everywhere, and there was more yarn down there, and it's bad. Hey, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. Laser Geek Creations. I have seen you out there in the Twitchverse. I have seen you out there for sure. Marique's such an adorable pattern. Oh, yes, I can't wait to actually, get to the fun part of it. But they have a lot of really cool patterns. Here comes the Haggis Man.
It's got different sized heads for the different thicknesses of the...
Neat. Clip.
Didn't just drop it on the floor at all.
Looking at all the cutout shapes that you have on the table there. Oh, that's really neat. So woodworking, huh?
That did not happen. You didn't see that at all.
Thank you. How's it going? It is going pretty well here. We're taking a break from the artwork. We're doing some crochet again. But thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you working on? So you breaking things. Okay. I wasn't watching the breaking things. I was looking at all of the shapes that were on your table. Kick. CNC routing and laser cutting. Yeah, I know I've seen you out there on other people's chats. I know that for sure. Oh, and Make Mistakes, thank you for the follow. And Laser Geek, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you want to share anything that you've been working on, feel free to whisper like an Instagram link or something to me, because my chat doesn't take links. I've tried to set it up so that you can post links in my chat, and I haven't figured it out. So if you message either me or Riversticks Creations, we can throw your Instagram link into here. Also, feel free to go to my Discord and share any works in progress, any finished work, anything you've been working on. We've had a lot of really cool crafts and projects shared today in Discord. It's been really fun to go through and see. You were cutting out the Haggis Man in fancy style. My goodness. Oh my goodness, that guy's little tongue. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I need to see this. I need to see your VOD when I'm all done here on stream. You'll be lurking while you tidy up. Okay, yeah, if you need to do the self-care, get the foods, absolutely do that. I know I'm like starving when I am done on Twitch. Even though I've just sat here and crocheted for 3 hours, like, I need the food. So, if you need to do any of that stuff, absolutely go get it. But usually I am doing crochet here on the stream. I also do sketch cards, illustrations. I am currently working on 2 different sketch card sets. One is a Dungeons and Dragons themed thing that is due Friday. So I'm probably going to be working on them a bunch on Wednesday, the next time I stream. Today was a break from art. Today was a crochet break. And then I also am working on a Halloween-themed thing, which I'll show again since I just finished this morning. This is the base card for the Halloween set that I'm working on. So I just got this scanned in. I sent it off to the company this morning. So I should hear back from them today to see if anything needs to be tweaked on it. I'm hoping it's all good. That would be great. Yeah. But yeah, there's some of the art stuff that I do. And I'm going to be doing smaller versions of that for the cards that I'll be working on for that set. And that set is due September 7th. So I'll be working on that on stream. 6 and decrease. So right now this guy doesn't look very exciting, this gnome I'm working on. This is the base, so he's basically just a tube right now, but he will be cute eventually. He will be cute eventually. Three, 4, 5, 6. And thank you, River, for the Discord command and also for doing the shout-outs for the raids. Thank you for being on top of that, because I'm not always on top of the things. But I appreciate that you are, River. Thank you. So right now we are starting to decrease. This is the part that will be all hidden underneath the hat on the gnome, and this is the part on the gnome where I always kind of wonder if I start to decrease and then leave it open and then sew the hat on, like wouldn't that work better than just decreasing and then making the hat completely separately? Like you'd save more yarn if you would do it that way. You forget until you're off stream as the broadcaster all the time. Yes, absolutely. You think it's hilarious actually? Yeah, no, I get really embarrassed when I forget to do things on stream. I forget to do its shout outs or like at least say a little bit about myself when people come in. And I'll remember as soon as I click like, end stream, I'm like, oh yeah, that. Yes. Yeah. Oh well. No, I mean the good thing is I think for the most part, at least in this community, like that seems to be a shared experience. So most crafting streamers seem to have had the same experience, so they don't get really upset. As far as I can tell, they don't get really upset if you've forgotten to shout them out or forgotten to do something that you were supposed to do. Because we've all been there, and I just try to remember to do it next time. Once in a while I felt really bad, and I messaged them later, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Or like if I've done it twice in a row, like if someone's shown up twice in my stream, and yeah. I have to remember to put the cardboard into the base of this before I close it up. Let's see, some of the other stuff. I don't know if this will be done for my table. August 20th is my market. It's the first market in this Concord Arts Market in New Hampshire of this year that I'm going to. I did do it last year. I'm looking forward to doing it again. But I'm doing August 20th. There'll be one in September. There'll be one in October. And then I have a November, like a 2-day indoor market. That's at the start of the holiday season. So I've got plenty of time to finish this guy up and have him out on the table in September or October. Shoutouts aren't mandatory. You mod for someone who will only shout out someone she actually knows because she doesn't want to send her community somewhere potentially shitty. Yeah, like I pretty much shout out, like just from chat. From chat, I will shout out people that I actually know, for that reason. Partly just to be like, I love these people, you should love them too. But then I do always want to shout out people who raid in. And usually the people that raid in, I've at least seen kind of out there. Like I have seen Laser Geek's name in other people's communities. So, Laser Geek. Oh, you're in Kit's community, aren't you? Kit Angel Arts. Kit and Seskimo. I think that's where I've seen your name. But yeah, like shoutouts are like a common enough courtesy that I'm sorry for hitting you. I don't get upset if I'm in someone else's stream and they're not shouting out because, like you said, they're not mandatory. But it's that thing where like I feel I've forgotten something and then I feel bad about it. But I think Kit and Seskimo, I think that's where I've seen your name before. I haven't seen Kit's streams in a while because Kit had the 69 days of migraine, which ended for other things to crop up. I'm looking forward to seeing Kit again. Oops. I think I can still fit these in. Haha, I did. We almost forgot to put these in before I decreased so much that it wouldn't fit anymore. Oh, I think my husband's making lunch. I smell something. Something good. You can't smell it, so I realized I should qualify that statement. There we go. Nice little round body. That works pretty well on the bottom to keep it from bulging out with the stuffing. Kind of bummed I didn't get to do Christmas in July. In July, I was thinking of doing like snowmen and all the stuff that I would need to pre-make for the holiday arts market anyway. And July just got insane. July was awful. I'm glad it's done. Yep, you're usually lurking in Kit's stream. Aha, nice. Okay, I knew I recognized you from somewhere. Sometimes it gets busy and overlooked. It happens, even verbally. Now, if someone actually gets mad about this, it seems like they aren't entitled to it. Right. Same. I don't think I've ever seen anyone, like verbally say something about it in chat. But yes, no, if someone actually did feel the need to say that in chat, it would be a good indication that, yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't do the shout out in that case. But yes, that has not happened yet. And hopefully will not. All right, what are we at? We're almost done here. Oh, I'm really hoping this year I need to figure out how and when I make things. Because last year I didn't find out that I was in that holiday market until I think toward the beginning of October. And so I suddenly I went from having no holiday markets to having 2 holiday markets, to having like 3 days worth of holiday markets. And I just like balls to the wall holiday making in October, which made me upset because I love Halloween. And last year I feel like I had to skip Halloween completely so I'd be ready for the markets. Not this year, baby. Not this year. This year I do want to make, I want to make an Oogie Boogie. I made one a few years ago. I love the pattern. We'll work on that at some point after, next week I could probably start working on it actually. Because Friday is my deadline for the Dungeons and Dragons cards, and once Friday is done, I get to party. I get to do all the crochet yarn party things. Crocheters are notorious for partying. That is what we do. Yeah, we've got the deadline on Friday. Then the 20th, I have my arts market. Oops. Start decreasing first. And on the 29th, my kiddo starts school again, which means I get to, and actually let me go back and find the Instagram link for Shenanigans because that got lost in the raid. I know River posted it, but I wanted to see the spider. I love spiders. I have a few different crochet. Oh, I love him. Would anyone object? Would anyone object if I shared the spider on screen? The Instagram link right here is Shenanigans wooden spider. It's a picture of it on Instagram. It's made of wood. It's not hairy or anything. It's got some really spindly, spidery legs. Her, for what it's okay. You named her Sunshine. I can see it. She does look like a sunshine. She's very beautiful. Oh, I love her. Oh, look at her little teeth. Her little teeth. I know spiders are not everyone's cup of tea, so I do try not to just like throw spider stuff all over the place on screen. But oh man, yeah, if you're interested, please click on the Instagram link that I just posted in chat because she is beautiful. The entire piece is turned and then shaped with hours of carving and sanding. The body is made out of mulberry with purple resin to fill the cracks. The legs and fangs are birch and painted with an airbrush. She is beautiful. She's really nice. Really nice. Yeah, sorry, I meant to go click that, and then as it was getting posted, we had the raid come in. She is pretty. Oh, I have. I just pulled her out from under yarn. Let me grab. Last year when I was at the arts market, there was a booth that was selling a lot of handmade wooden stuff, and then it was like a husband and wife team. So the husband did all the woodworking, and the wife would collect the sawdust, and she'd make some kind of like a compound with the sawdust and glue, and she'd make little sculptures. And I bought the best sculpture off of her. I need to grab it and I need to show it to you because I love it so much. Where did you go? No, where'd you go? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a cat. There it is. I was going to say there's a cat spider on the loose. All right. Look at this. Look at this. So it's, like I said, it's sawdust with some kind of like a glue type thing holding it all together. And then she forms it with her hands and then paints it when it's all done. So it's this like pumpkin spider cat creature. And I love it so much. Love it so much. And when I bought it, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it for myself or my sister. You notice I still have it, so it was for me. It was for me. But I'm kind of hoping that she's still doing it this year, and if she has made another one, I will buy one for my sister. But since there was only the one, I needed it. It was so perfect. Like, she had some other fun stuff, but it just... it's perfect. I love it. Do a little more stuff-ins. We're almost done with the main body of the gnome. I am still on track to have finished up that 10-pound bag of stuffing. I told you I would finish it by the holidays, and we are getting there. You don't need to buy a new one just yet. But at first I was only making small amigurumi with it since I was doing a lot on Twitch. I try to find projects that actually fit underneath the camera so you can actually see. So the stuffing didn't disappear very quickly at first because I did a lot of smaller projects, and then I started doing more of like the large donut cats. Some of the bigger stuffed animals. I did Jessica Huff's cow, her pig, some horses. That all uses stuffing a lot faster. All right, last row around, and we're done with the body, which is pretty good. I mean, I've been streaming for 3 hours, but a good deal of that time was showing projects and even showing some of my old projects on stream. So this wasn't 3 hours worth of work, but went pretty well. You can tell that I didn't have my project picked until I was basically ready to push start recording, because my title is just Crochet Happenings. I figured I'd go back in and change it later. But yeah, I did not have myself pulled together in the beginning, so it never got changed. But Wednesday should be artwork. Wednesday will probably be inking. If I get a lot of inking done before then, I will be doing coloring with marker instead. Let's see, whoops, I don't want stuffing in my tea. So stuff like that. So I've got, you know, like this stuff that, like these two I inked on a previous stream. So they're basically done and ready to go. Some of the stuff, or the rest of the stuff, is just really loose sketches that I need to pull together and ink. You know, and then the sketchiest one of all, just like randomly have some kind of katana dude in their party. But that's probably what we'll be doing on Wednesday. Oh, actually, that was perfect. We're at 11:30, which is right about when I try to wrap up anyway. So I think we can get this finished off. We can look for someone to raid into. And then I can go get the food. I have been super hungry for a while. Thank you, River. Thank you so much. So yeah, so thank you, River, for the raid call. If you want to grab the raid call when I finish up and find someone to raid into, I will try to find someone who is crafting and hopefully crocheting, but we'll see. Yum yum, gotta get some noms. Yes. I don't even know what I'm eating, but I'm very excited about it. Actually, today would be a good soup day. It's been so hot I haven't had soup in forever. So here is the base of the gnome. So this is his tummy. His little butt is nice and flat because we put the cardboard in there. We have the crab stitch around the bottom, which, like I said when I was doing it, I haven't seen anyone do this crab stitch on the bottom of a gnome, but that builds a really nice base. Like I like it. I'm impressed. It's very smart. So yeah, so we're gonna add, at some point we'll do the nose, we'll have the two arms coming down the side and the whole hat. Yeah, that was nice to do. I needed a break from the artwork for a while. So let's see. Let me see who is online. Oh, thank you, Carolina Joe. Thank you. He's just a weird little lump right now, but he'll come together. He'll come together. I'm sorry, I probably shared the least exciting part of the gnome with you today. You know, like just kind of the body, the very basic body. Let's see who we have. I don't have any crocheters on right now. Carson Druitt is doing some inking. Carson's been working on some coloring book pages. Those have been fun to watch. He does some beautiful work with a an inking brush. And I've been trying to watch his stuff a lot lately because I really want to start inking with a brush again. I used to do that when I was in college, and I was really really proud of where I'd gotten to. And then I started using microns, and I haven't touched a brush in forever. Astrid, you're looking forward to seeing it finished? It does look very sturdy. Yeah, I'm impressed. I haven't made a lot of gnomes. I've made a few different gnomes before, but I've never seen this exact base design, and it works great, I think. Euphoriatic. Let's see. Is that a Twitch streamer? Let's see. She's crocheting a chunky chicken. A chunky chicken. Oh, euphoriatic, maybe. There they are. All right, yeah, let's do this. I like meeting new people. And get this started up so that I don't have any ads or anything when I jump in. All right, let me grab the name again. I think, yeah, we'll do that. Thank you for the suggestion. I want to see this chunky chicken. I have a friend who really likes chickens. I found a bunch of different patterns that I've made for her. Yes, thank you for the new friend suggestion. I do like finding new people. It's really exciting. So this will be fun. River, you got a cross stitcher in Stream Raiders. Oh yeah. Yeah, Stream Raiders is doing drops. So if anyone plays Stream Raiders, you can get some loot from Twitch if you hang out in Stream Raiders channels until the 18th, I think. I think like the next 3 days. Oh, this is going to be a cute chicken. Okay, let's get this set up. We're going to raid in. Like I said, I will be back on Wednesday is the plan right now. I will probably be not streaming on Friday. Usually I do stream on Fridays, probably not this week because that's my deadline. And I want to give myself that morning to panic and do a lot of like hyper-focused work if I need to. So there we go. We are set. We're going to raid into Euphoriatic. We're going to see this cute chunky chicken. So far they have most of the chicken's body done. We'll be there in a second. But thank you again to Laser Geek and Bomber Crafts for raiding in. It was really, really sweet of you. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who hung out with me and all the follows, and for everyone who shared their projects today. Those were really cool. So I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Hopefully see you again on Wednesday or earlier if you are streaming yourself. And let's go check out this chicken.